Hello and good evening. My name is Carlos Morales, President of Tarrant County College Connect Campus, and it is my pleasure and honor to welcome the graduates, their families, friends, and all of my TCCD colleagues to this, our 48th annual commencement ceremony. Please be seated. Today is all about each and every one of our graduates, a celebration of your accomplishments. Each of you who earn a degree or certificate is living proof of the TCC motto, success within reach. You have reached this point in your life despite the complexity of life challenges coupled with hard work and determination. No one goes on a journey like this on their own, and I am sure each graduate here realizes you have attained your success with the support of your family, friends, professors, and all the personnel of our college district. Each of you should be very proud of what you have accomplished to this point. However, remember this is just the beginning of all of you may still become. The great blues legend B.B. King once said, "The beautiful thing about learning is no one can take it away from you." I speak for all of us at TCC when I say, please cherish your education and commit to becoming a lifelong learner so your horizons keep expanding. And now, please stand and remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Tarrant County College Police and Texas State Honor Guard. Following the presentation of the colors, we invite you to join the singing of the national anthem led by TCC student Christy McQuaid.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at our twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through
Thank you, Ms. McQuaid. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Mr. Conrad Heed, Vice President of the Tarrant County College Board of Trustees. Mr. Heed is a businessman who lives in Bedford and who was appointed to the board in 2011, representing District 2. He has graciously served the college, providing continuous support to our students, faculty, and staff, and the community at large. Please help me welcome Mr. Conrad Heed.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Tarrant County College, welcome to our 48th commencement. I want to extend a special welcome to those of you who have come from out of town to attend today's ceremony. I would like to address each constituency here today. First of all, to the faculty, staff, and administration, a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for committing your hearts and your minds to helping our students succeed. Our mission at TCC is to provide affordable and open access to quality education, quality teaching, and quality learning. And everything we do at TCC is designed to drive student success. Without question, you have delivered on this mission as evidenced by the 2,000 plus students being recognized today. To the parents, family, and friends of the graduates, celebrate. Celebrate not just the achievements of our graduates, but your roles in helping them overcome hurdles, doubts, or unexpected life events to stay focused on the finish line and to cross it today. Celebrate knowing that Tarrant County College has prepared these graduates either for their next step in a four-year education or for their entrance into the world that awaits them. And to the graduates of the class of 2016, continue to dream and work towards those dreams. Many of you have already encountered obstacles in your journey, and all of you will face challenges in the future. But by achieving this important milestone that you're celebrating today, you should have the confidence and ability to overcome whatever comes. Hard work, determination, and persistence will lead you to your dreams. You have learned a lot at Tarrant County College, but know that learning is a continuous, ongoing effort, and TCC can be a lifelong partner in your journey. We will always be here for you, whether it be for keeping you updated in your career field, learning a new skill, or enriching your life by learning a new language, or taking class in culinary or performing arts. Many of you, like me, were the first to attend college in your family. You are trailblazers. You are leading the way for others. So encourage your siblings, your friends, and your entire family to follow in your footsteps. I am certain that TCC has a course or perhaps an entire program that will enrich and enhance their lives as it has yours. Remember also that the degree, diploma, or certificate that you are receiving today is not of itself your ticket for success, but it is the ticket that opens the next door for your opportunity for success. And don't just enter your future, build your future. Build it using all the knowledge, skills, and experience that you have acquired up to this point in your lives. Build your future with action and vision. Build it to achieve your wildest and your greatest dreams. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I extend our congratulations for all that you have achieved and our best wishes for your exciting journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Heath. Today, I'm pleased to present our acting chancellor, Mrs. Angela Robinson, a woman who, much like many of you, overcame obstacles and showed great perseverance in getting to where she is today. The Board of Trustees named her acting chancellor on October 1st of last year, the same day we lost our much beloved Chancellor Irma Johnson Hadley. In addition to her responsibilities in the Chancellor's office during an emotionally challenging time of mourning and transition for us all, Mrs. Robinson has continued her regular job of serving as Vice Chancellor of Administration and General Counsel, a post she has held since joining TCC in 2011. Mrs. Robinson was very close to Chancellor Hadley, who proudly called Tarrant County College the People's College. Like Chancellor Hadley, Mrs. Robinson is committed to TCC, making a difference not only in the world of higher education, but also for the businesses and communities we serve, even in this time of transition. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Acting Chancellor Angela Robinson.
Thank you, Dr. Morales, and welcome everyone to the 48th commencement exercises of Tarrant County College. I think I can speak for all of TCC's proud faculty and staff when I say this is our favorite day of the year. Your success is our foremost priority, and we are honored to be here today to celebrate all you have achieved. As Dr. Morales said, Tarrant County College is the People's College, and we are steadfast in our commitment to providing affordable, accessible, high-quality education to all who are entering our doors. That's about 100,000 people each year, making us the 12th largest higher education institution in the nation. Those of you who will be walking the stage today will join the 97,000 students who've earned a certificate or degree with us since our first graduating class in 1967. Your certificate or degree is more than a piece of paper. It's a tangible representation of all your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice to get here today. I hope you'll display it with pride. Some of you have seen TCC's new ads featuring 3 of our students who know a thing or two about obstacles. A first-generation college student from Mexico, a former stay-at-home mom who needed to return to school before she got back into the workforce to support her children, a military veteran completing active duty and needing a new career path. These 3 students, like so many of us here, didn't know if or how they could make college a reality. And then they found TCC. Whether the help was in financial aid, or in providing flexible schedules, or in providing free tutoring or other support services, or in having the right person reach out at the right moment, they were able to stare obstacles in the eye and step aside. At TCC, we say to them and to all of you, together we got this. Give yourselves a round of applause. I've had my own experiences with what seemed like insurmountable challenges. When I graduated from high school in 1970, I wanted to be a pediatric neurosurgeon. No one in my family, however, had reached over the 6th grade. Women were expected to fill traditional roles as teachers, nurses, and secretaries. And we were very poor. I was waiting tables as soon as I could legally work to help my family pay the mortgage. So I decided that going to nursing school would be one step towards that goal, and it was. At every obstacle, someone stepped in to help. When my family used all the money I'd saved for school to pay the past due mortgage payment, the Southern Baptist Convention found scholarship money for me. When I was struggling to work afternoons as an RN and finish my pre-med courses, an anesthesiologist gave me money with the request that I pay it forward. Although I didn't get into medical school, this was the 70s after all, I was accepted into the nurse anesthetist program, law school, and PhD track for immunology for cancer research. I chose the law. Again, someone appeared to help when I did not see how I could financially continue. So the lesson I learned, which you've already learned, is simply this: do not quit 5 minutes before the miracle. With every obstacle faced and surpassed, you learn a little bit more about yourself. Today's a wonderful milestone for each and every one of you, but don't let it be your last. Don't let this be good enough, because good is the enemy of best. The theme of our new ad campaign is, what's stopping you? So thinking about what you want to do next, what is stopping you? Today proves you are unstoppable. But you each had support, your family, your friends, and the TCC faculty and staff who touched your lives. We all salute you. Faculty, please stand and let us thank you for helping these students see that success really is within reach. Graduates, I now ask that you stand up and turn around and salute your family, your faculty, and the wonderful TCC Student Support Services team you relied on. As our graduates entered the arena, you likely noticed a few things. First, the ceremonial mace proudly carried by Karen Silverberg, the outgoing president of our JCC, the faculty leadership team. The mace originated in medieval times when it was first used as a weapon by bishops who were forbidden from brandishing swords in battle. It became a symbol of authority, and by the 16th century, the mace was embraced as a ceremonial object by many colleges and universities throughout the world. This mace, TCC's first ever, was created in honor of our 50th year anniversary last year and has become a permanent part of our commencement exercises. You also likely noticed graduates wearing various tassels and cords and stoles. The white stoles are worn by the high school seniors. We are thrilled to celebrate these graduates from our early college high schools at Northwest Campus and Trinity River Campus. 2 years ago marked our first early college high school students to graduate from TCC, 10 of them. This year we have 92 of them. We are proud to see so many high school students undertaking the rigors of college courses while still in high school and successfully completing their associate degree with us at the same time they were completing their high school education. As they leave here today with their associate degrees, they will be well ahead of their peers, whether they go on to earn their bachelor degree or choose to enter the workforce. Please stand, early college, high school graduates, so we can acknowledge your great accomplishments. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates wearing gold cords and stoles have attained significant academic achievement. These cords and stoles denote all honors designations: highest honors, high honors, honors, graduation with distinction, and membership in Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. In other words, these graduates don't just phone it in, as they say. They dedicated themselves to excellence. Those of you wearing these special gold stoles or cords, please stand so we can recognize your outstanding achievements. Thank you. You may be seated. We pay tribute to another group of graduates who proudly wear the red, white, and blue cords, are current or former members of the Armed Forces of the United States. Currently, we enroll more than 4,000 veterans through our academic and technical programs and are so proud to have the opportunity to serve these brave men and women as they proceed in their journeys. I now ask all graduates, faculty and staff, and members of the audience who have served or are continuing to serve our country in the military to please stand so we may recognize your many sacrifices and contributions. Thank you. And we are proud of our first 35 graduates from TCC Connect's Weekend College program. These students represent the first cohort that began in the fall of 2014, and in just 18 months attending classes only on the weekends, they have completed their associate degrees. Please stand, Weekend College graduates, to be recognized. As you can see, we have a very large graduating class. Well over 2,000 of our 7,500 plus 2016 graduates indicated they would participate in our commencement exercises today. In a few minutes, our graduates will cross the stage, receive our congratulations, and then walk off the stage into their futures. What will those futures be? The majority of our current graduates, just over 68% of the students, will receive either the Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degrees. These are the transfer degrees, meaning most of these students transfer to a four-year university to continue their education. And it's a point of pride for us that TCC graduates generally do better than most who enter the universities as freshmen. About 2,000 students will receive either the Associate of Applied Science degree or Certificate of Completion, both of which prepare them to immediately embark upon careers. This group of graduates is all around us as nurses, firefighters, aircraft mechanics, chefs, police officers, paralegals, and any of more than 100 other fields. That is not to say their formal education ends here. Many go on while working full-time to earn bachelor's and graduate degrees. Another 182 are still to be accounted for, and I've saved them for last because they're so near and dear to the future of our country. They receive the Associate of Arts in Teaching degree, an important step towards teacher certification, after which they will take their places alongside those of us who devoted our time and talents to education. Over 7,500 graduates, 7,500 futures, but all with one thing in common. They've learned that success is within reach through Tarrant County College. Let us congratulate the graduates on achieving their dreams. TCC is proud to be an Achieving the Dream Leader College, but it takes teamwork to make the dream work. And these dreams could not be realized without the leadership and commitment of the members of TCC's Board of Trustees. I will ask that they stand as I call their names and remain standing until all have been introduced. Please hold your applause until the end. Ms. Louise Appleman, Board President, could not be here today but sends her best wishes. Mr. Conrad Heed, Board Vice President, Mr. O.K. Carter, Board Secretary, Mr. Bill Greenhill, Board Assistant Secretary, Ms. Kristen Vandergriff, Ms. Teresa Ayala, and Dr. Gwen Morrison, who this year celebrates her 40th consecutive year as a TCC trustee. Dr. Morrison, on behalf of all of us at TCC, thank you for your generous spirit, your unparalleled passion, and your never-ending devotion to our students and this community. Thank you, trustees. We have an equally dedicated Chancellor's executive leadership team. They will stand as I call their names and remain standing until all have been introduced, and I again ask that you thank them with applause at the end of the introductions. Dr. Bill Coppola, President of Southeast Campus. Dr. Alan Gobin, President of Northeast Campus. Dr. Sean Madison, President of Trinity River Campus. Dr. Carlos Morales, President TCC Connect. Mr. Reginald Gates, Vice Chancellor Communications and External Affairs. Dr. Joy Gates Black, Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs and Student Success. Dr. Peter Jordan, President South Campus. Dr. Elva LeBlanc, President Northwest Campus. Dr. Mark McClendon, Vice Chancellor Finance. Ms. Nina Petty, Vice Chancellor Real Estate and Facilities. And Ms. Maria Shelton, Interim Vice Chancellor Institutional Intelligence and Technology. Please join me in showing appreciation for the members of the leadership team. One housekeeping note before I introduce our speaker. Given the extraordinary number of graduates who chose to participate in the ceremony, we know it will be a long one, but I ask you to please stay throughout the entire ceremony out of respect for those whose names happen to fall at the end. Additionally, you will not get your diploma cover until the recessional, and I know you want the beautiful cover to protect your diploma when it arrives. Today, we're very fortunate to have with us one of the most sought-after speakers in this part of the world, and with good reason. His story is one of perseverance, passion, and power. Dr. Cozy Sidney Mackay is an international thought leader, inspirational and motivational speaker, social entrepreneur, and organizational psychologist. He is CEO of Cozy Mackay Worldwide, a solution studio focused on helping people live unapologetically through their strengths. Dr. Mackay was born in Zambia and raised on a farm until he was 19. At the age of 19, he left a flourishing professional and all-nation basketball career to focus on his education in the United States. He finished his bachelor's in communication and psychology in 3.5 years from Sam Houston State University, his master's in leadership and influence in just 8 months from Jones International University, and his doctorate in applied management and decision sciences in only 18 months from Walden University, taking 5.6 years to complete what usually takes 14 years and earning the newspaper headline, Success the Mackay Way. He is the author of 5 books, a part-time professor at Lone Star College, Montgomery, and a passionate educator and learner. He is the last of 9 children with siblings living all over the world, from Africa to Belgium to Thailand. Dr. Mackay and his wife, Tabitha, live in Houston. Please help me welcome Dr. Cozy Mackay.
There's a museum, in Paris that has a beautiful rose-colored marble floor. Now, sitting on the floor as you enter the museum is a beautiful rose-colored marble tile statue, and it's made from the same marble. Almost 1 million visitors go through the museum each year, and all of them stop to take a look at the statue. One night, after the museum closed the floor and the statue one night after the museum closed in, the floor and the statue got into an interesting conversation. The floor was wondering, why is it that most people show up and they check you out? This was him speaking to the statue. It says, we're no different, we were cut from the same quarry, and we're also cut from the same stone. The statue replied, yes, we both came from the same quarry, and we were cut from the same stone, but I allowed others to touch, shape, and sculpt me into something better. You did not allow others to bring their wisdom and influence to make you more than a slab of marble. You chose to go it alone and remain a marble slab. Before me are people who've chosen to be more than just a marble slab. Each of you made a decision to become so much more and so much better than you could possibly imagine or dream. The people around you, the faculty behind you, and all these family members, they're here today to celebrate you because you made a decision to become more than what you were before. There's an interesting quote by Porsche. It says, "Greatness comes from pitting you against you until the best version of you emerges." Every day you have done something to try to improve yourself, to become better at who you are. And we are so grateful that you're joining us today, because the only thing that matters right now is you. This is your one time to say it is all about me. I'm going to spend a few minutes just to talk to you. There's 15 thoughts I would like to share with you. 15. They're going to go by very quickly. But before I get there, I think it's important for us to recognize that there's a thread upon which every single one of these words tends to sit on, and that's humor. You know, most people tend to take themselves a little too seriously. Just a little bit. What we need to do as we go into this new and bright and wonderful world that's in front of us is we need to take a little humor with us and recognize that there's a little bit of irony in everything that we do. But we also have to realize that while we're using humor to continue to grow, one of the things that we have to use constantly is the idea that growth must never cease. You have to keep on growing. You have to keep on learning. You have to keep on improving. Most of you will go into a classroom after having achieved what you've achieved here and find yourself a little outmatched, find yourself a little more challenged. That's the goal of life. Life is supposed to challenge us, because without those challenges, there is no growth. Now, as we start to look at the things that are in front of us, let me share the first word. The first word is character. John Wooden said, "Be more concerned with your character than with your reputation." See, you're a graduate now. People are going to be looking to you for leadership. People are going to be looking to you to know what needs to happen. You have to provide that leadership. But that leadership is useless if it doesn't come with enough ethical behavior, if it doesn't come with a strong character. And this institution has done its best to give you all the tools to be successful, but you have to now mingle and mix it with your character and take it forward. Our next word is opportunity. Douglas MacArthur said, "There is no security in this life, just opportunity." You know, I was a student just like you, not that long ago, but I was a student just like you sitting. See, they're laughing at me, these guys up here. I graduated in 2001 with my associate's degree. And at some point I thought, you know what, this is great, there's nothing more for me to do. But I had people on my campus that constantly reminded me that this was just the beginning. It's my turn now to remind you, this is just the beginning. You know, some people have given me so many opportunities. It's amazing that on my college campus, my speaking career was launched. I was asked to speak to about 100 students who were considering coming to our college, and they said, you know what, I was working in admissions, why don't you speak to these students and tell them about your experience so far? I said, sure, but there was a catch. My boss said to me, don't clock out. Now, I don't know about you, but I like getting paid. In fact, I've really fallen in love with getting paid. It's really awesome, right? All right. That opportunity that was given to me changed everything. I stood just like this in front of a group of 100 students and I shared my story with them, and I got paid for it. And then I figured that there had to be a way for this to happen all the time. And that one opportunity led to where I am today. See, most people don't think a community college is where dreams really start or happen, but they would be wrong, because I'm a living example of what dreams tend to come true from a community college. Our next word is noun. And I know it sounds really nerdy because I'm giving you words, but you know, I figured I'd have fun. Maybe you'd have fun too. But my mother-in-law said something to me that was very interesting. She says, sometimes you have to change your people, places, and things. She may not have realized that, but that's what nouns are. See, with this next level that you have now, your nouns are going to change. The people you get to interact with, the places you get to go, they will naturally change, and that's a great thing. But we also have to realize that there's another side to nouns, and these are the things that we try to call ourselves when we don't succeed. See, people can fail, but that doesn't make them failures, right? People can succeed, but that doesn't necessarily make them a success. It's all about the mentality that we carry, and that's an important thing that we have to have. Your nouns are important, but also your verbs. See, the nouns and the verbs that we use are the ones that will propel us to new levels. These ideas I'm sharing with you are for one reason. I would like for you to sustain your success. This is success. You sitting here, the high school students, Associate of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, that's success. But if you stop here, then your success will actually be short-lived. You have got to keep going. So how do you go, you might be asking? Well, I'm glad you asked because I have an answer for you. You need to have some goals. Now that you've achieved this goal, now you need to have another goal that takes you even higher. Seneca said, when a man does not know what harbor he is looking for, no wind is the right wind. You need to start to make some decisions. Now, for the record, you need to celebrate this. I mean, you really need to celebrate this. It is Friday night. You should celebrate this. And you can celebrate it all the way into Sunday, right? Weddings in Zambia are 3 days. I found that out the hard way when I went back for my brother's wedding. Didn't sleep. Celebrate this. It's important for you to celebrate this, but now you have to take it to the next level. What is your next goal? Our next word is responsibility. See, the price of greatness is responsibility. With these diplomas that you will be getting today, you actually have to show up now. You have no excuses anymore. Now you have to bring it, as they say. Our next word is adversity. Marcus Aurelius said that the art of living is more like wrestling than it is dancing. How many of you in here with a hand raised can say that that is true, that you have had to work really hard? Right? And if you look around at all the people here and all the people out there, you will notice we have that one commonality. We all have to hustle. But here's the thing. Every challenge that comes towards us is an opportunity for us to overcome it. It's an opportunity for us to grow. It's an opportunity for us to become. And if you noticed, we are called human beings, right? We're humans becoming. Constantly work hard towards becoming more of the human being that you were meant to be. Our next word is team. There's an interesting Zambian proverb that says, when you run alone, you run fast. But when you run together, you run far. How many of you in this room have ran far because your family supported you? Your faculty supported you, your friends supported you. Those are the people that you should show appreciation to. Now, you heard it in my bio that one of the things I'm crazy about is the word unapologetic. And the reason I like that word is because there's no better version, or there's no better person, to be me than me. That role is already taken. There's no one that can be you better than you. That means you have to be unapologetic about who you are. You have to be happy about who you are. And you have to relax about who you are. Mandy Hill said this, so you're a little weird, work it. A little different, own it. Better to be a nerd than one of the herd. Let's have a little bit of fun. Not that I'm not having fun yet. But it's interesting the things that people say to you. And I don't know whether anybody on the platform has experienced this, but I'm a doctor. Now, some people have said, whatever, you're not a real doctor. And so the first time somebody said that to me, I wasn't sure what that meant. They said, well, you can't write me no script. Now, I've picked up the American accent, but not that well, so I looked at them and said, yeah, I can write you a script. It's not my problem if you can't fill it. Booyah. You know, I love Texas, by the way. I know. It's, people have asked me, well, why do you live in Texas? I'm like, because Texas is the only place where apparently you can see with another person's eyes. Let me explain to you. I'm sure you've heard this one. Somebody says to you, at least they said it to me the first time, I was very confused. They're like, I seen it with my own eyes. I'm like, can you see it with somebody else's? I love Texas, right? I also love the fact, like I told the 1 p.m. graduation, I said, you know, one of the lines I like is this very simple line, because you can answer questions, you can just make things up and use it. You just have to tell people, I tell you what. And you want to get fancy, you can be like me. I try to jazz it. I'm like, shoot, I tell you what. It's awesome. And you ever noticed how people do certain things sometimes, right? When they want to tell you something to do, but they don't really want to tell you, what do they say? I'm just saying. And you ever notice how everyone raises their hands like, I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying, right? Because you don't want Uncle Joey to come back for Thanksgiving. I love you, Uncle Joey, I'm just saying. Our next word is leader. A man who wants to lead the orchestra must turn his back on the crowd. I am asking you to be leaders. I am imploring you to be leaders. Heck, I am begging you to be leaders. Just because you're a leader doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in a leadership position, because positions don't make you a leader. It's the things that you actually do. You have to become the example that other people can follow. You have young sisters, you have nieces and nephews and so on that are looking on you right now thinking, I want to be him one day. That's your opportunity. Our next word is attitude, and trust me, I am almost done. Any fact facing us is not as important as our attitude towards it, for that determines our success or failure. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. You know, you and I have to have the right attitude because things will go wrong. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I tell you what. Things will go wrong, right? It's not about when, and it's not about if the storm it will come, it's about when it'll come. You and I have to be prepared, and the best preparation we can have is the right attitude. Our next word is teachable. Gerald McGinnis said, value your listening and reading time at roughly 10 times your talking time. This will assure you that you are on course for continuous learning and self-improvement. I know right now you feel like you've arrived, but you've only arrived at your first destination. You now have to take it to another level. So please stay teachable. Our next word is initiative. Some of us had to take initiative to be here, right? How many of you created your own scholarship fund to go to school? That's what I'm talking about. I like that. I remember one lady said to me when I walked into her office years ago, she said, so you're telling me to just give you the money? I said, no ma'am, I'm asking you to invest in me. And you know what? I think she would be proud today. You and I have to take the initiative when it comes to our education and our future. 2 more steps and then we are done. Obstacles is another word that comes close to mind. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off the goal. See, I don't have time to focus on the obstacles because I'm so focused on what I need to get accomplished. Please keep your eyes on the most important things. My favorite quote is by H. Jackson Brown. He says, in the confrontation between the rock and the stream always wins. Not through strength, but by perseverance. Stay steady. Service is our last word, and I'll tell you why I put it at the end. Because it says here, Eldon Tanner said, service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on the earth. Do everything that you can to make a difference. Whether it's to your neighbors and friends or to strangers, do everything that you can to make a difference. To conclude, I would like to share this last thought with you, and it's by Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. He said, achievers shoot for the stars. If they miss, they come down with stardust all around them. Turn to the person to your left and brush off the stardust off their shoulder. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mackay, for your inspiring and thoughtful address. I think I can speak for everyone here today in saying you have given us all some truly wonderful things to think about. We are glad you're with us here today. My name is Peter Jordan, and I'm the button-popping proud president of TCC South Campus. Just saying. And here's the moment that you or graduates have waited for. Will the class of 2016 please stand? Acting Chancellor Robinson, I am pleased to present the candidates for graduation. The faculty and respective campus presidents recommend the degrees and certificates be conferred.
It will now be our pleasure as the Tarrant County College governing body and leadership team to greet the candidates for graduation. Please come forward as you are directed so we can get to the main event, the formal conferring of degrees and certificates. I will be assisted by some of our Chancellor's emerging leaders and members of our Men of Color mentoring program. Presenting the graduates will be the Northwest Campus faculty member, Mr. Brent Alford, performing arts instructor, Dr. Nancy Cure, Associate Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, and Dr. Eric Jackson, Northwest Campus Vice President of Community and Industry Education. With great appreciation, TCC's board members will help congratulate today's graduates over the course of the event. Let's begin.
We will now present the Early College High School Associate of Arts degrees. Fernando Leiva Alderete. Magdiel Almogar, Luz L. Altamirano, Chelsea Alvarado, Claudia L. Andre, Jimena Arista Zapata, Jasmine N. Bell, Crystal Shabbat Bigon, Shanna Rose Carter, Estefany Vanessa Casillas, Luis Conchas, Perla L. Contreras, Kobe J. Cooper, Jonathan Cruz, Blessing E. Daniel, Caitlin M. De Leon, Jackie R. Dunn, Efren Espino, Julsa Espatia, Dalen A. Farias, Alton C. Gamble, Jasmine M. Garcia, Samuel Moses Gilbert, Seth C. Gilbert, Edwin E. Gomez, Lizeth Gonzalez, Rafael Gonzalez Villa, Esmeralda Gutierrez, Kiona Hall, Isaiah Hill, David Hurtado, Jennifer M. Ibarra, Damian T. James, Jack Matthew Janizik, Keandra J. Jefferson, Lizette Juarez, Joan Kiprotich, Keone A. Lawton, Jasper Lee, Andrew Charles Lemoyne, Alexander B. Lewis, Mario A. Lindo, Alejandra Gomez Martinez, Juan Carlos Martinez, Matthew N. Melanson, Edmundo I. Mercado, Jennifer M. Mitchell, Isaac Brian Morales, Jabril M. Muhammad, Alitza Munoz, Imenik A. Agobanda, Bagdona Olinik, Miroslava Orozco, Natalie Marie Palacios, Yaritza Parra, Connor S. Pastor, Jonathan P. Peterson, Jeffrey J. Porter, Raul A. Resendez Gonzalez, Logan G. Reynolds, Barrett Camille Rice, Alfredo Andres Rodriguez, Aliana A. Rodriguez, Leonel Rodriguez, Christopher Rowland, Michelle Ruida, Alma R. Salvador, Danielle N. Sancio, Marielle I. Schroeder, Max A. Sinish, Chelsea J. Shearer, Silas Sheik, Araya Smith, Estasa D. Smith, Dominique Solis, Joseph Sotelo, Abrian Y. Steele, Casey M. Talbot, Crystal Torres, Marco A. Torres, Hector R. Valvez, Alondro A. Vesquez, Micah N. Vesquez, Blake David Welch, Caleb N. Woolley, Siobhan L. Zimmerman Ward. We will now present the Associate of Arts degrees. Rachel A. Aguan, Jamie Ladnier, Rebecca N. Lajavi, Melissa J. Lambert, Nikia N. Lane, Laura L. Langwell, Jeremy S. Lance, Pamela Lassiter Shepard, Tamika Laster, Kaylee D. Latham, Candace R. Lawrence, Johnson Tran Lee, Noon T. Lee, Adrice D. Laverne, Muna A. O. Leite, Marcus J. Leach, Myra Alejandra Ledesima, Bowman H. Lee, Thomas F. Lee, Marilyn K. Lagaria, Can H. Lee, Yahida Lemus, Angela S. Lewis, Kamika D. Lewis. Christopher Day Lewis. Nan Lee. Jimmy C. Lynch. Daniel Lindero. Jose Raul Lira. Rose M. Lyle. Tyra Little. Kendall Liera. Doris Pineda Lodix. Everett A. Lodix. Sierra M. Lofton. Brandy L. Loggins. Ivan A. Loeb. Abraham Lopez. Arely Lopez. Ina Maciel Lopez. Eunice E. Lopez. Frank Timothy Lopez. Pamela Lopez. Aurora Edith Torres. Rodrigo Lopez. Jessica Lopez. Norma Lopez Cazares. Fabiola Lopez Lopez. Sydney Lynn Lossing. Deshawn Yvette Love. Karaman L. Lucero. Brittany Cherie Lumen. Terry Renee Luttrell. David Allen Luttrell. Lauren D. Dawn Lee. Kelly Lynch. Rebecca Grace McDonald. Philippa A. Mulichek. Robert Macklin. Stephanie M. McGrath. Lamia Mahbub. Keisha C. Mahone Toombs. Jing Pa. Shade A. Malone. Sharon Malone Atkins. Elisa Mandujano. Paige K. Manja. Samantha Manriquez. Jacinta Manueleto. Ashley N. Marin. Madison N. Marston. Barbara Jane Martins. David E. Martinez. Frank T. Martinez. Franklin X. Martinez. Gracie Martinez. Justin Martinez. Maria C. Martinez. Maria I. Martinez. Jessica Martinez. Yvette S. Martinez. Marianne Obialasor. Kenya D. Mask. Tiffany B. Massey. John E. Masters. Mark M. Masuka. Olive S. Masungi. Maya Sarah Mate. Benjamin J. Matern. Nina K. Matty. Brian E. Mathis. Christy Adaya Maxwell. James Mayenga. Anika Mays. Delano S. Mayo. Marilyn Elizabeth McBride. Jennifer N. McCollum. Jasmine Simone McCoy. Courtney Renee McCoy. Aaron C. McCrae. Carolyn M. McCrae. Christy D. McCrae. Shatella McDonald. Marcus D. McElreath. Autumn Victoria Colleen McGowan. Woodrow A. McGrew. Teresa Christine McHugh. Jacqueline M. McKee. Lamicia L. McKinney. Donna Louise McLaren. Frederick Tyrone Medford. Samuel Medina. Alejandro Medrano. Simone McMiller. Whitney D. Mefford. Alma Mahanovic. Irma Mehmedovic. Miriam L. Mejia. Nathan Melendez. Martha E. Mena. Isabel A. Mendoza. Israel J. Mendoza. John P. Mendoza. Marissa Elaine Mendoza. Paola Mercado Bravo. John Edward Meredith Jr. Macy B. Bernadette Meyer. Nicholas Jacob Midkiff. Madeline B. Miller. Stephanie M. Miller. Ashley P. Mokoko. Jovan Molina. Tricia Eagle Montez. Mia Ellis Montgomery. Elena Montoya. Dora M. Moore. Andrew Venegas Mora. Magali E. Morales. Martin Moreno. Angela M. Morgan. Ashley Jeanette Morris. Eva J. Morris. Joel B. Morrison. Kristen R. Morton. William Blake Morton. Dejanette Mosley. Krista L. Matz. Veronica T. Mosey. Peniel K. Poyi.
Daniel K. Mopay. Dennis G. McGuinney. Brittany Renee Muncy. Mercy B. Mangwa. Abigail Munoz. Rhonda S. Mustafa. Brittany K. Muth. Nathalie Ortiz Petit. Mai T. Gwyn. Joanna Triana. Quishana L. Wash. Van T. Vo. Thou N. Pham. Shirley R. Tatum. Kizzy D. Lewis. Julie T. Lehman. Julie T. Lehman. Judith Arlie Rodriguez. Ben T. Gwynn. Celia Mukwatua, Sarah Mwenwa, Lindsay G. Myers, Richard G. Nahara, Laura A. Nash, Mawaha Navid, Gracia N. Endanzia, Tonica M. Neelan, Dinesh Nupain, Christy J. Newby, Courtney Newhouse, David Allen Newton, Noale M. Ngwan, Qualdette M. Gwynn, Nagan N. Gwynn, Thine T. Gwynn, Rosio Nino, Dehanera Barona Norris, Rachel O. Nani, Yuan No, O'Brien A. Norris, Grace Nboa Nampap Boa, Douglas Nboa, Val Niles, Emily M. Obermiller, Marissa Raquel Ochoa, Natasia M. Okora, Joshua Dean Odom, Carla A. Ogedigagwa, Danielle C. O'Haron, Grace O'Hea, Javier De Leon Ojeda, Courtney A. Oldman, Rochelle Talong Olinga, Manuel Oliva, Juan Luis Olmos, Diane Laura Olvera, April S. Olvera, Maria P. Olvera, Lori A. Opelt, Teres Tiza Odex Ramirez, Jennifer J. O'Reilly, Bridget X. Oriana, Holland Avery Orms, Adriana Ornelas, Piedad Madi Ornelas, Elia M. Ornelas Rincon, Karina Orona Bernal, Adrian D. Ortega, Emmanuel Alexander Ortiz, Emiliana Michelle Ortiz, Elisa Nicole Otera, Goreta Rivas Ortiz, Karina L. Osoroyo, Veronica J. Osoroyo Cole, Baba Omulinhen, LaSharia R. Owens, Marvin D. Owens, Monica Marie Oyedela, Regina K. Painter, Adeline Palos, Shannon N. Pardue, Yolanda E. Parker, Jonathan E. Pascal, Giovanna Patron, Lenore Patton, Benny R. Peoples, Destiny Perez, Carla A. Perez, Quota D. Peoples, Ricardo Enriquez Perez, Stephanie Nicole Perez, Vanessa A. Perez, Kelly Renee Pfeiffer, To T. Pham, Tram T. Pham, Vang Pham, Tien Hai H. Phan, David L. Phillips, Carrie Ann T. Phillips, Latanya Lynn Phillips, Christina Brooke Pickens, Allison Pickett, Laura Elizabeth Pippin, Fatima Ponce, Lauren H. Portelis, Allison R. Powell, James M. Pratt, Chantel N. Price, Dana R. Price, Alicia E. Proctor, Lee D. Province, Kataria J. Purett, Amina A. Punjawadi, Amanda Kwasim, Rebecca S. Quantevogi, Kristen M. Purifo, Tempest M. Quila, Vanessa A. Rabago, Sane M. Rahal, Jose F. Ramirez, Patricia Ramirez, Roberto C. Ramirez, Damian Ramos, Jada Nicole Randolph, Stephanie Rasco, Watina R. Rayford, Alexa M. Red, Yvette Y. Redurho Quesada, Faith A. Redwine, Kenneth D. Reed, Abel V. Regalado, Maria V. Taylor, Marissa J. Ryan, Trisna Rima, Michael B. Revitt, Rebecca M. Reyes, Juan M. Reyes, Ruby Reyes, Russell T. Proctor, Serena LaRae Proctor, Elizabeth Roselia Rain, Jay Reyna, George W. Reynolds, Anna Victoria Rhodes, Chelsea A. Rhodes, Anthony B. Rice, Courtney L. Richardson, Jasmine R. Richardson, Jennifer J. Richardson, Naomi L. Richardson, Tiffany N. Richardson, Corina Riddle, Gabriela Rios, Roque Octavio Rios, Patricia E. Rita, Roye K. Ritchie, Erica D. Riviera, Holly Brienne Roberts, Stephanie R. Roberts, Amanda Denise Robinson, Brianne L. Robinson, Jasmine Nicole Robinson, Michelle Renee Robinson, Rhonda K. Robinson, Adrian Rodriguez, Leanna Nicole Rodriguez, Luis R. Rodriguez, Mariella A. Rodriguez, Sherry Rodriguez, Jan L. Rogers, Anna A. Rojos, Justin Mark Rojos, Angela Rojos, Ariana M. Rojos, Janae N. Rollins, Adrian A.J. Romero Jr., Bianca N. Romo, Felicia I. Romo, Brianna Marie Roney, Mary Leanne Rosado, Christine V. Rosales, Sanmaje Rosalie, Amy Patricia Rose, Shaniqua S. Ross, Adelaide Jane Rowe, Heaven N. Rubio, Omar Rubio, Tina M. Ruelas, Shannon Olivia Ruiz, Jennifer M. Rung, Jocelyn M. Sabato, Corima Saez, Daniela S. Saenz Huerta, Denise Salas, Angela R. Salazar, Tori Salazar, Maria Salcedo, Tori L. Salazar, Lucilia Saldivar, Luis R. Salinas, Sergio Salinas, Muhammad I. Salsa, Jose Samano, Christian A. Sanchez, Daniel Sanchez, Catherine Santos, Alan Surratt, Mario Sandoval, Susana Sanchez, Reynaldo Sanchez, David C. Sangsvang, Teresa L. Sauceda, Myra Alexander Sauceda, Michael Paul Shout, Megan E. Schirmer, Adonis M. Scott, Travis J. Sabold, Chastity D. Seedmeyer, Lucy Simple, Victor M. Serrano, Heather Olivia Shannon, Shauna L. Sharp, Keandrea E. Shedd, Amani Shihata, Damian A. Shepard,
Bendu Jima Sherman, Michael Brian Shumber, Amber Nicole Siller, Christina D. Silva, Juan Carlos Silva, Samuel Dwayne Singletary, Holly Lauren Singleton, Whitney G. Singleton, Cheryl S. Sipe, Patrick Scarup, Aaron Slane, Miranda Slovensky, Alan A. Smith, Cassandra R. Smith, Christy D. Smith, Deborah J. Smith, Deungela L. Smith, Joy Belinda Smith, Matthias Xavier Smith, Mecca Smith, Mercy Prieto Smith, Maesha N. Smith. Normika L. Smith. Paula Smith. Robin Smith. Sandra Deanne Smith. Tiffany Christine Smith. Tori Smith. Carl G. Snyder. Viridiana G. Solorzano. Antonio G. Soresh. Stephanie Sosa. Edith Soto. Johnny Ray Soto. Tamara Yvette Speed. Victoria Spear. Jade Spencer. Tyler Spriggins. Dina Springfield. Monica Sperger. Shanicia Stapleton Barnes. Mary Kendall Stark. Ashley Nicole Stevenson. Julia Stepina. Maria Lynn Stolt. Jacoby Strange. Christian Stone. Misty Stratton. April Sturgill. Crystal Suits. Haley Swidinsky. Mariano Talafiero. Joshua Michael Tenkersley. Abigail Talsma. Edith Tavera. Jessica Tavazon. Tyler Tawney. Ashley Taylor. Kimberly Laureen Taylor. Kiori Siobhan Taylor. Nathan Taylor. Tori N. Taylor. William Samuel Taylor. Zulika L. Taylor. Maria G. Tarrant. Corey Tuschendorf. Melissa Thacker. Menica Nanette Tharp. Amanda Thetford. Carlette Thigpen. Brandon Thomas. Charlotte Davis Thomas. Ingrid Nashelda Thomas. Jacqueline Antoinette Thomas. McClinton M. Thomas. Jaylon Thomas. Sarah Lolita Thomas Weems. Tammy Thompson. Caressa Leanne Thornton. Ebony Timmons. Lauren Tincher. Rocky Tywater. Thomas Toney. Ursula Torrejan. Kira Torrance. Shalonda Towns. Cindy Tran. Jacqueline Torres. Lana Tran. Huang Tran. Mimi Huynh Tran. Paul Travis. Maria Tress. Camelia Traylor. Crystal Trevino. Christopher Paul Tribble. Gertie M. Tucker. Shanoa Turner. Ipiria Turner. Jamie Turner. Shakia Turner. Ryan Turner. Tavoris Turner. Aline Tuyasinge. Hazel Tyler. Yvette Ugartechea. Leslie Irenami Ukakawa. Kenneth Harold Umlar. Flora Vizey. Mavi Bianca M. DeFranca Valle. Jena Valentic. Jennifer Van Kersteren. Maria Isabel Vaquera. Jordan Vargas. Esmeralda Josebeth Vasquez. Lilibeth Vasquez. Patricia Veal. Luis Vega Juarez. Diana Lucia Vega Rojas. Brisa Velasquez. Raul Velasquez. Yvette Veos. Miranda S. Vickers. Rosalisa Villa. Sonia Villalobos. Gladys Villanueva. Eva Villasenor. Estefania Villegas. Gerardo Villegas. Giancarlos Vindel. Alejandro Viet. Charles Vitag. Linda Kwan Vo. Johanna van Falkenstein. Ha Vu. Dennis Waiters. Matthew Waddell. Benjamin Waddell. Neil Waddell. Jody Waddell. Cami Walker. Tijuana D. Walker. Lindsay E. Wallace. Lindsay T. Wallace. Gina Nicole Ward. Christina Washington. Cheryl Washington. Keisha Watson. Kelly Weaver. Tiffany Weaver. Rachel Webster. Partridge Wells. Jennifer Wesley, Yvonne West, Gretchen Norton Wester, Amanda White, Anthony Joshua White, Christopher White, Don White, Letitia White, Vivian Rose White, Sebastian White, Donna Wiggs, Blake Wiley, Booker Williams, Brittany K. Williams, Christina Williams, Erin Williams, Erin N. Williams, Kristen E. Williams, Marvell Williams, Messina Williams, Taniqua Williams, Heather Williams McKitty, Cynthia Willis, Christy Willis, Jacqueline Williston, Sean Wilchin, Jessica Wiltz, Marie Wynn, Elizabeth Weissman, Christopher Woodard, Zachary A. Woodard, Chantel Ophelia Woods, Terry Lynette Wolfirk, Curtis Workman, Nadea White, Anna Yanez, Jack Yarbrough, Ramona Woolridge, Maluk Yassin, Rebecca York, Hannah Young, Viola Harris Young, Serena Zamudio, Brian Zapata, Stephen Zapien, Ashley Zavelos, Victoria Grace Ziegler, Raquel Cristela Zuazua.
We will now present the Associate of Applied Science degrees. Lisa R. Lang, Joshua L. Laplace, Megan Blair Laxon, Sarah Nichelle Lehman, Jake D. Lemba, Kenneth Blaine Lewis Jr., Regina D. Lewis, Solomon D. Lewis, Jennifer N. Lofton, J. Michelle Lowe, Nelma O. Lunetta, Winford J. Luttrell, Andrea Madera, Christy Jade Macayabo, Michael R. Mannion, Charles Anthony T.O. Manuel, Zachary Marbuti. Bianca Adela Marchant. Riza Marie Mariano. Maury L. Marine. Josh T. Martin. Mary A. Martin. Jesse Martinez. Luciana Flores Martinez. Mariah M. Massey. Carl Neal McCarran. Tracy R. McCune. Shayla Denise McGowan. Manuel Menchaca. Lisa Diane Miley. Amber M. Miller. Sharon G. Miller. Tiffany L. Miller. Rashida J. Mize. Selena E. Molina. Katie Moore. Lucy B. Moore. Michelle T. Moore. Hope Sadiq Morgan. Samantha A. Morrow. Terry Lynn Mungia. Lisa K. Murray. Kiana T. Murray. Dylan Christopher Napier. George E. Neville, Jr. Cindy T. Nguyen. Donna M. Nguyen. Hang T. Nguyen. Tiona Siobhan Nixon. Tara L. North. Michael Ogayi. David T. Ojunga. Peter U. Okanigwan. Bywin Keith Orr. Nova M. Olson. Michaela Orsak. Dawn E. Osborne. Samantha Diane Owens. Mo Ozuna. Bryce R. Pace. Debbie A. Parham. Shagayajij Parvaresh. Deborah A. Pena. Jacob Lane Penley. Erica Perez. Brianne N. Perkins. Shayna Nicole Pickering. Lisbeth A. Piku. Sylvia Denise Pig. Catherine Janine Piskey. Makaja M. Pope. Anita Pudrell. Carolee Presley. Claudette Portales. Lamarlin D. Price. Tyler Puente. Sally Ann Puckett. Sherry Elizabeth Pulcher. Jason D. Perdome. Marilyn Gabriela Quinto. Laura Relia Ramirez. Haley I. Ramsey. Moan Raza. Markeisha Rivas. Linda Pittit Rabora. Aaron J. Redmond. Lanny Reed. Jody K. Rainkin. Mary Lou Revilla. Amanda L. Richards. Brandy J. Riggle. Kevin M. Riley. David A. Rios. Mayela Rios. Marcus Orlando Robinson. Alma M. Rodriguez. Carolina Rodriguez. Terry A. Rogers. Jose Pascual Rojas. Elizabeth D. Roseberry. Susan L. Russell. Saul Ruvalcaba. Elaine C. Samuels Young. Christian U. Sanchez. Suket J. Saunders. Ashley Alexis Sales. Patrick W. Scarborough. Tara R. Schmidt. Crystal Lynn Scott. Leroy Scott. Todd J. Seeley. Jasmine Nicole Sellers. Yanet Cerna. Abdul R. Cisse. Elizabeth C. Shaw. Kristen Nicole Shaw. Ashley Marie Shoemaker. Erica L. Smith. Philip Javon Smith. Tanyette C. Smith. Tejuana Renee Smith. Shaman Smith Sr. Christopher D. Spencer. Paul S. Stange. Vicki A. Stanley. Letitia R. Stevenson. Miriam Stewart. Makisha Stovall. Catherine Street. Kayla J. Thomas. Linda Michelle Thomas. Barbara L. Thomas. Leisha M. Thompson. Yashika Y. Thompson. Regina K. Tijerina. Stanley B. Timms. Alma Torres. Melanie M. Torres. Montserrat Torres. Dennis J. Travier. Blake J. Tremaine. Christy Triggs. Jesselyn Nicole Oren. Austin M. Vance. Courtney S. Vanderveer. Anna K. Vesquez. Porsche R. Vaughn. Serene Winter Verduzco. Lindsay Ann Vining. Tao T. Vu. Jennifer Nguyen. Charmaine N. Waynes. Paul E. Waits. Bonnie L. Walker. Michael A. Wall, Jr. Nora K. Ware. Shelley D. Warren. Brandy Warren. Jonathan A. Watkins. Shayna Camille Wattenberg. Roger V. Wayinda. Diana M. Weirder. Latoya Nishea White. Katonia R. Williams. Katia Patricia Wilson. Renee DeMonica Wilson. Bethany G. Weininger. Deshona Woodard. Shannon Ivory White. Helen C. Wire. Stacy L. Zimmerman. We will now present the Associate of Science degrees. Rhonda Lynn Lopez. Amber D. Martin. Rachel N. McGuire. Francisco S. Mendez Melendez. Joseph I. Nanny. Oluomi M. Phillips. Victoria R. Rivas. Kevin Rodriguez. Obsiki Ubanhi. Acacia S. Young. We will now present the certificates of completion. Tiffany L. Lever II. Brian Bouvier Lannon. Jenny Lee. Celia S. Penrod. Raven Monique Phillips. Saida Sayara. Danielle Mambukase. Glenna M. Mathis. Danta J. Malone. Pedro Esteban Morales. Peter Benedict Obanau. Monica Michelle Pollock. Daniel E. Rico Hernandez. Jason Puga. Kelly Jean Rhodes. Crystal Flores Ramirez. Darnell K. Rhodes. Chase Rosso. William R. Rosito. Christopher Soto. Leslie Ann Tiefatiller. Lindsay Lee Thomas. Tiffany A. Thomas. Christopher J. Thompson. Brittany N. Triggs. James Michael Ukpong. Alberta E. Walker. Lakita N. Walker. Lynn Washington. Walter J. Waters. Jackie E. Williams. Angela S. Zachary. Fatima Zahara Zavani. Fernanda Reyes. Jasmine Tranquilino, Carla Leal, Kurt Ohl, Maddie L. Sanders, Harriet Louise Small, Hannah Gabriel Merzen, Toan B. Nguyen, Javier Paleo, Bianca Smith Jones, Manuel Perez, Malik D. Williams, Rasika Warnakula Soria, Jesus A. Reyes Madrigal, Ibrahim Samim Mohammed, Eddie Lopez, Jesus Soriano, Luz Verduzco Serrano, Richard Wassett, Joshua Lopez Sr., Rita Devi Thapa, Juana Romero Manjares, Chastity Unger, Amber Tate, Monica Villafranca, Loretta Scott, Lizeth Gonzalez Rivera, Amaka Uzoquetu, Shanice Lene Turner, Timur Murtaza, Alicia Danielle Turner, Tiffany Jane Venable, Pilar A. Wilson, Willie T. Pointer, Alan M. Rodriguez, Angelica D. Mendoza, Karen Valenciana, Tina Lorraine Moore Walker, Stephanie Munoz, Joel Tisaza Nioma, Mercedes R. Taylor, Leslie R. Wandel, Karina Olivas, Jantine A. Mayfield, Ashley Nicole Roy, Judy E. Lane, Michelle R. Moore, Priscilla M. Martinez, Cynthia A. Quinones, Courtney N. Stanford, Kirsty Elizabeth Mariak, Teneria Elaine Niles,
Luis Antonio Quibb, Oriomi O. Ayatati, Ashley D. Stevenson, Amanda A. Martinez, Celeste A. Morin, Shantae L. Williams, Christian F. Soto, Myra Lorena Rodriguez, Nicholas S. Salas, Keisha L. Lucas, Carmen Y. Ramos, Jody Lynn Rodriguez, Matthew P. Reddock, Tanil N. Shorter, Christina M. Torres, Miriam Mirembe Muganda, Edith Nakamura, Brenda Martinez. Bridget Orgy. Hunter Taylor Moore. Nancy B. Medina. Fuchsia D. Williams. Zara L. Williams. Margaret E. Redwine. Kayla C. Williams. Sharon G. Soto. Olin A. Valdez. Elizabeth A. Puckett. Savannah G. Sutton. William P. Sutton. Luis A. Talamantes. Victoria Talamantes. Ariana Lena Luna. Mai Watanabe. Du T. Gwen. Zedekiah M. Onderi. Eric M. Reyes. Sherry B. Rice. Ashley J. Rios. Navdeep Singh. Wendell R. Madkins. Edward E. White. Jasmine Renee Theory. Trigani Simone. Nazahi Mihobi. Susana Munoz Ortiz. Graciela Mireles Baron. Andreas Martinez. Jamie S. Montgomery. Brenda D. Paris. Robert A. Simpson Morrison. Rachel L. Monk. Pamela R. Presley. Araceli Martinez Gomez. Justin Reichert. Janine H. McCauley. Carrie K. Richardson Sr. Evelyn N. Portalatin. Brittany M. Walker. Markeisha C. Richardson. Trang Thuy Le. Gwentavia Wright. Sheila Ashley Anwazo. Kanani Waloho Lorenzo. Leonce Herman Ngala. Yadira Piloton. Adalyn Mihale. Jennifer O'Cook. Candace A. Morton. Bailey Janice Newton. Lori B. Phillips. Hamad Omidiran. Shonda Traylor Wilburn. Nye T. Pham. Patrick A. Lutter. Ruby Paintsill. Sandra A. Rexroad. Nancy Torres. Juan M. Salazar. Delia M. Morales. Ricardo I. Leon. Austin Reichert. John Cerna Padilla. Stacy R. Twilley. Eric Escobar Santillan. Audrey B. Sakor.
Will the candidates for graduation please stand? By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and by the Tarrant County College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon these students the degrees and certificates which they have earned and to which they are entitled. Congratulations. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Now that you are graduates, you are automatically members of the Tarrant County College Alumni Association and were presented with pins as you left the stage. We're not asking for a contribution, not yet anyway, but we are asking you to maintain your connection with TCC and be ambassadors for your college in our community or wherever your future takes you. Tell the great TCC story that helped you get to a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Tarrant County College Class of 2016. As each of you goes forth from this arena today, I hope you will remember, as alumni of Tarrant County College District, you represent all TC is most proud of. I wish you sincere congratulations on your success.
Graduates and faculty, please remain standing for the recessional. Follow the instructions of your line marshals who will escort you out of the arena. Audience, please remain seated throughout the start of the recessional and feel free to begin exiting the arena in 3 to 5 minutes. This brings us to the conclusion of the 48th commencement ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates and everyone. Please drive home safely.